Alright, next vlog. In this video I want to describe I had a discussion with one of my clients somebody I help, and his situation is a little bit like he's an engineer by trade, and usually these are the best people to coach because most of the time they have a high income and they don't have a problem with analytics, right? So they are able to understand concepts that are complicated, and this guy had a different problem, and I see this problem over and over and over again with people who start to take on this investment journey. And it is that they start investing and they get well on the process and understand the process and the concept, and because they're so overwhelmed and life just happens, they get off track, right? And they leave the field, they leave the investment field, and that's the worst thing that can happen to you, because remember, you want to get on the investment field and then double your money, right? Remember the rule 72, you just take 72 and divide it by the return you're able to make. And let's say I teach you or you learn how to make 15%. Well, then you have 72 divided by 15, and that equals 5. So it takes you 5 years to double your money. And pretty much if you stay on that track, well, then you are sure to make to double your money every 5 years. And I think the hardest thing is to stay on the investment field. A lot of people, they come on the investment field and they start compounding and doubling, and then life happens and they start to wander around and they get distracted, like this music right now, right? You listen to the music and all of a sudden you're like, what is going on? And you leave the field, and that's the worst thing that can happen to you. And how you can conquer this is if you have a ritual that is so easy and so slow and so boring that it's really hard not to do it. One of my mentors used to tell me, what is hard to do is also hard not to do. And it's the same with investing. It's like you start the journey and you start to do a little bit every day, and all of a sudden life happens and you get off track. And oftentimes when you talk to those people, you realize that they don't compound anymore or they don't invest anymore. And this is the worst thing that can happen, because other than on the stock market, it's really hard to make returns north of, I would say, 15%, really hard. And the stock investment game is the only game that is able to provide you with those returns. So very important is, I think, to look at this like a marathon, right? A marathon is something where it actually hurts you if you start to run too fast, right? You start to run and you try to find a rhythm, a ritual that works for the long run. And that's the same with investing. It's the same mindset. And therefore I advised him to, if it's just half an hour a day, then it's a half an hour a day, right? But it's every day. And if you do that, there's nothing stopping you, nothing. And another thing is, investing is probably the only discipline where you don't necessarily, or let me rephrase this. Investing is pretty much the discipline where it's not always the case that if you put more time into it, that you get better returns. Sometimes even the contrary. Sometimes it is like, my mentor always tells me, the perfect mindset of a good investor is somebody who's able to sit in a room and watch paint dry. Be that patient. Watch paint dry and do nothing, right? There's a nice quote which is stated, all men's misery stem from the standpoint that man is incapable of doing nothing, right? And in investing, literally, you get paid for doing nothing. Charlie Munger is saying, sit on your ass investing. Do nothing investment. And most of the people would actually say, wow, that's very easy. No, it's very, very hard, because if you're a fund manager or if you're investing, you want to find ideas. And of course you think that, because you're so conditioned of making money, let's say at a job or in your own startup, that you're so conditioned to make money by working and doing things, it's very hard to grasp the idea that you're actually making money, or it pays to be very patient. That's very hard to master and very hard to grasp. And still to this day, it's very hard for me. And I mean, I research stocks, I would say 5 hours a day, but you don't have to do that. And it's not necessary. I want to master this, and I'm also offering other people to help them to master this. And this is my passion, but it's easily possible to learn this investing as a part-time job. It is possible, and it's actually very easy. And if you like me to help you with that, I'm more than happy to. Shoot me an email, contact me. I have still a couple of spots open, and yeah, get in contact with my team, and we schedule an interview where you explain to me exactly what your needs are, what your challenges are, what your goals are, and yeah, let's see if I can help you. I've been doing this now for, I think, a little bit more than a year, to help other people, to help friends get financially independent, and it's my purest joy, my purest gift, my dharma, it fulfills me. Yeah, this is it for this video. Please like the video, subscribe, and share the video. And I continue walking here. You see people checking out what I do in Playa del Carmen, Avenida 5. And the weather is really bad right now, but I don't care. I listen to my investment podcast, to Annual Reports, and I'm enjoying my time, and like to share this with the world. So anyway, contact me and I help you. And thank you for your attention, and I see you in the next video.